Hey and welcome. I picked some more ripe tomatoes from my garden, and back in the day I used to love to make roasted tomato sauce, and that's what we're going to do today with our Roma tomatoes. And we'll start doing it and you'll get the rest of the ingredients and we'll get her done. We're going to start by rinsing off our tomatoes. Make sure we don't have any dirt on them or bugs or stuff like that. And then we're going to roast them with some other stuff. The tomatoes are pretty dried, and we're going to cut them in half the long way and place them skin side up on a baking sheet lined with parchment. And we're going to keep going until they're all done. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Next thing is a large carrot. We're going to cut this guy into some decent sized chunks. Whoops, about like that. And we're gonna put those on the baking sheet too. I love garlic, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cloves, and those are going on too. We want to keep our vegetables in as single a layer as possible. And we'll show you when we're done. Next thing we have is an onion. We're going to cut this into pieces a little smaller. They will fall apart, but this is a good size. Here are our vegetables laid out on our sheet pan lined with parchment, and they're in a pretty good single layer. It's okay if they touch, but they shouldn't be piled on top of each other. So now we're going to season them up with some salt and pepper. And drizzle with some roasted garlic oil or some plain old olive oil if that's what you'd rather use. I always have roasted garlic oil on hand, so that's what I like to do with roasted vegetables. I always have. Okay, make sure everybody's got a little drias. Might as well finish it off. Here we have our vegetables ready to roast, and they're going in the oven for about an hour. Our roasted vegetables are out of the oven, smelling good, looking good. The carrots are not as roasted. I should have cut them up smaller, but this is why we like to roast them, because the tomato skins just pull right off. And once they're cooled down, we're going to remove the skins from our tomatoes. And I think I'm going to take the tomatoes onto a separate pan and put the carrots back in the oven for a little while. Our tomatoes are removed, and when they're cool, we're going to pull the skins off of them. And our remaining vegetables are going back in the oven. The oven is turned off, but it's an electric oven, so it's going to take a while to cool down. So that'll soften them up a bit. Time to take the skins off of our maters. I wish there was something I could do with them, but I don't know what. Go get rid of that little green piece too. Save you. doggies are barking. We're gonna keep going till they're all. Our skins are off and our guts are separated. And now we're gonna add them to our other vegetables. Transfer them to our immersion blender container. Let's see if we can do this without making a huge mess. Okay, it's in. I know I seasoned these vegetables, but I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt and pepper, and after we're blended together, I'm gonna check for seasonings again. And to take some of the acidity out of the tomatoes, I'm gonna add just a little sprinkle of sugar. About a tablespoon of tomato paste. That looks good. And a good amount of fresh basil. And now we're going to blend it together and make our sauce. Immersion blend is going in. Keep working on this till it's completely smooth. All blended up, and it tastes so yummy. So glad I have more tomatoes coming because I'm gonna make some more of this sauce for other stuff. We're gonna transfer this sauce into a bowl and have a closer look at it. Kelly's talking again. All right, let's check it out. Here's our yummy roasted tomato sauce. And it's so nice to have free tomato sauce that tastes so good. I love my garden. And we're going to keep on going.